It's official. Mounjaro is better than Ozempic for weight loss. And no, that's not just marketing hype. That's based on head-to-head research presented at the European Congress on Obesity. Hello, my name is Aminata Kanu. I am a biochemist. I'm studying GLP-1s as well as a patient on a GLP-1, Mounjaro. Firstly, let's acknowledge that this study was paid for by Eli Lilly, the makers of Mounjaro. So with that out of the way, let's unpack the data. Researchers at Weill Cornell Medicine presented a major study comparing tirzepatide, which is Mounjaro or Zepbound, against semaglutide, which you know as Ozempic or Wegovy. The study ran for 72 weeks, so nearly a year and a half, with 750 adults living with obesity, but they didn't have type 2 diabetes. Most of them, 65%, were women over the age of 45, and they had a BMI of around 39. They also had obesity-related conditions like high blood pressure, sleep apnea, and heart disease. One thing to note, though, is that this wasn't a blind trial. Everyone knew which drug they were taking. And they were given the highest dose they could tolerate, so 10 or 15 milligrams of tirzepatide, or 1.7 or 2.4 milligrams of semaglutide. And here's what happened. Those on Mounjaro lost an average of 20% of their body weight in those 72 weeks, while those on Wegovy or Ozempic lost 13.7% of their body weight. That's a huge difference, especially over a longer term trial. And even more striking was waist circumference. Those on Mounjaro lost 7.5 inches of their waist, and those on Wegovy or Ozempic lost 5 inches off their waist. So it's good to see that it's not just about the weight lost, but it is also about the visceral fat or abdominal fat that's lost, which is a major health risk, especially for women over 40. So why is Mounjaro more effective? And this is the interesting thing. Both drugs are GLP-1 receptor agonists. We know that. And both are just one molecule. But we know that tirzepatide has two actions. So tirzepatide targets two receptors, GLP-1, like Ozempic, and GIP, which is glucose-dependent insulinotropic polypeptide. Now, the double mechanism means that you get two actions. So you have the action of the GLP-1 agonist, which suppresses the appetite, but then you have the GIP, which improves metabolic flexibility. So think of it as the GLP-1 helping you feel fuller for longer, and then the GIP making your body more efficient with energy use and fat storage. So why does this matter for women over 40? And everybody knows, I believe Mounjaro is a game changer for women in midlife. And there are three reasons why. One is the hormonal shift after 40, especially around menopause, which slows down metabolism, it increases belly fat, and it reduces insulin sensitivity. Tirzepatide's dual targeted approach may be better equipped to tackle this complex hormonal environment. The second thing is muscle preservation, and early data has suggested that Mounjaro may be better at preserving lean mass compared to semaglutide or Ozempic, which is crucial for women our age trying to maintain strength and metabolic health. The third thing, it really is this abdominal fat reduction. And abdominal fat is linked to inflammation, cardiovascular risk, and even dementia. So getting a greater waist loss from Mounjaro is a big deal. So what do I think about this study? yes, this study was sponsored by the makers of Mounjaro, but I really do like this study because I think we're seeing this anyway in anecdotal evidence. And both Mounjaro and Wegovy, Ozempic, are powerful tools. And they're so powerful. I've read that there are currently 150 different medications in this class in development. So we're likely to see more and better GLP-1 medications in the next, I'd say, 5 years. But the numbers speak loud and clear. Right now, Mounjaro is the leader of the pack when it comes to weight loss and visceral fat reduction. And if you're a woman over 40 facing hormonal changes, metabolic slowdown and stubborn belly fat, this could be the breakthrough you're waiting for. So if you've tried either of these medications or even both, because I know some people have, tell us about your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experience. And if you're thinking about starting your GLP-1 journey, download my checklist for success, linked in the description below. If you live in the UK and you want to start on a GLP-1, you can use my affiliate link below to get £100 off your order with Newman.